Hey guys, Sky2 here. Look what I found on the table. This is the Beetle PK3 or PX3, however you want to call it. And I found it out in the park, and what I did was I actually framed the YouTube video that I uploaded when it actually crashed. I just went frame by frame by frame and stopped it, and I walked out to the field to about where the location was where the last frame was still viewable. And I'll show the video of that in a second. Anyway, I turned around and the darn thing was just looking right at me in the grass for a whole week. And to my surprise, it still flew, and it flies great. Honestly, this is probably my best flyer. And although it is not, super screamer, super fast, it handles really well, and it's really helping me get the flight training in that I really need. I think the problem with this was the RCX motor, this one in particular, got really hot, or gets really hot. And I think when I tried it on 4S, because this stack is a 4S stack, it actually lost control and did the flip of death. So I'm gonna do the cheap fix first and actually replace these motors with the Iflight Tachyon1408, or 1408, excuse me, not 1108. These are 1407s here. Those are gonna be 1408, 4100 kVs. I saw Albert Kim's video on it, and that sucker seemed to haul pretty freaking quick. So I'm hoping that's the problem, so I could finally run this on 4S and get some really good flight footage and skills training that way. Camera that I use, surprisingly, is the Tyro-79 camera. It actually looks better than my Fox ear. But, oh, and as you will see, I have now and do plan on installing in all my quads this lost buzzer alarm that works independently when the battery gets disconnected. And I used it yesterday on my two other quads, on my Tyro-79 and my Eachine TS130, and the batteries got disconnected twice. And without that, I would not have retrieved it. It helped me retrieve my drones. So this one today flew really great on 3S, and heavy winds, I was pretty impressed with it. So I'm gonna do that motor upgrade, and hopefully that fixes the problem with the flips of death. I got great range with this. The VTX, it's like a 200 milliwatt VTX, and I got really good range. You'll see in the videos, the flying videos. And that's all I have. So we'll flip over to how and when I found it, and I'll provide some flight footage of it and a lot of ands in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Oh, one other thing. When you guys are getting into FPV the first time, or a newbie like myself, I'm really not seeing that big of a difference between 3S and 4S FPV. Now, when I'm flying line of sight, I can totally see the difference in the speed of the quad and the sound of the motors and all that good stuff. But flying 3S to 4S, I'm not seeing that big of a difference, at least not with this setup. My Eachine TS130, when you're flying FPV, I can't tell the speed that I'm going. I don't see that it's going much faster than 3S. So I don't know. I think we're being sold on a lot of things that aren't necessarily going to make a big improvement or big difference in flying when you're first starting out. Maybe when you're a pro like Kebab and UAV Futures and the rest of them, yeah, I could probably see that. But for now, you're fine off the 3S. 3 and 4S, almost the same, guys. 6S, I'm not to that level yet, so I really couldn't tell you. But having a lot of fun with this one. Anyway, that's all I've got, guys. Enjoy the flight footage. Sky2 Sign out.